gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Add you to the scene here. All right, we are live. We are back again with the Dream Media crew and the Haven Smart crew. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yes. What's up, YouTube?
I'll let Zach say that.
I love that shit. Come on, Zach, give me one.
Up YouTube.
Hey, I saw that microphone on Amazon for like $22 the other day.
Yeah,
I thought it was that one, the glowing one.
160 at Target.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Damn, 160.
I just wanna sing a Disney song when I see that.
It's like a lava lamp.
It is. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. So,
to the scenery.
I think your mic's a little low, Zach.
Yeah, you're a little low, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
A little bright. You're a little bright.
How about now?
No.
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 I don't think his mic's working.
Yeah, I don't think your mic's working either.
Oh.
I think you're talking from your laptop.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Don and Shane are okay. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach and Kellen are the class act for sure.
Probably did
There we go.
sound like it.
There you go. Let it
Like
go.
a $20 microphone. Yeah, is that better?
That's better.
Check.
All right.
Check the mic.
Got the mic, got the camera, ready to rock and roll.
We got a little Tristan in the house. What's up, Tristan?
Tristan.
So I did the MadVR review. Yes, was it yesterday or was it the day before yesterday?
Yesterday.
So yeah, I knew every time I do one of these videos where settings are involved, somebody was going to say that I did it wrong, even though MadVR guy set it up for me. Apparently, I still did it wrong. But just so you guys know, that MadVR did set it up for me, and I did make one little change to it. I turned on the wide color filter on it instead of having it off because I wanted to make an even comparison with the JVC with the wide color filter on. And I think when you turn the quantizer, is that what it's called? Quantizer on, it does tend to blow out the whites. So slight unfair advantage when I turn the quantizer on for the horses in the snowfield thing because it was really blowing out the whites. But if you put it into normal mode, it's still blown out. It's just the color of the horses are not orange. They're a very light colored brown. So either way you look at it,
Now how you
quantizer on or off.
blowing
What's
out
that?
the whites, blowing out the whites, and now how you got to where you're at.
So just wanted to get that out of the way first. And other than that, I think it's pretty apparent, pretty easy to see the difference with the MadVR on or off. I know I had some comments that were like they didn't see a difference or that much of a difference between the two. But the fact that you saw a difference, that means that there was a difference. And usually when you're at these big high price points, it's not going to be like a 50% difference between, it's not going to be a black and white difference between the two things. You know, when you spend $20,000, $30,000, whatever, it's like 5-10% difference all the time. It doesn't matter. That's what like the ultra high end stuff gets you. It's like 5-10% difference. Whereas I thought this was like 15-20% difference.
What's your aspect ratio?
On 239.
2.3. Okay.
239, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a good demo because it showed how fast the aspect ratio switching was. It's like you don't even know it's switching. Whereas I was looking at the Lumagen doing the switching, and you could tell what it blips in and blips out. Like it almost takes a
couple frames to catch up.
Yeah, just to catch up. You can see where it kind of zooms in and out. Whereas this one is
like
just
Commodore 64, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
with the MadVR, it looks like it's encoded on the disc, so you don't even see the change. But the Lumagen, you can see it. So I think that's a big difference as well. So for the guys that are like, oh, Lumagen is the same, it does the same shit for the quarter of the price or whatever. Sure, it does the same stuff. It just doesn't do it as good. So I haven't had the Lumagen in my place, but I know Zach and Kellen, you guys checked it out. How do you think it compares to the Lumagen?
I'll let you take this one, Kellen.
Yeah, personally, I haven't had a whole lot of time with Lumagen. And honestly, I'm not really I wouldn't be using either to their full advantage because I'm running a 16:9 aspect ratio screen. So with all that being said, I know there has been some issues with MadVR with the Calman profiles and Calman needing to run like a beta profile for calibration. So if you're like, I actually think Chris Deering is on a podcast right now with Tech Enthusiasm talking about Lumagen and the differences between MadVR. So they're both great. The MadVR is definitely supreme, but yeah, I can't really comment truthfully because I just haven't had too much time with Lumagen. So
Yeah, everything that I've seen with the Lumagen, the interface looks way more complicated than.
yeah, it's definitely dated. More dated,
like
analog. Exactly. Yeah. So
When we did,
is a lot more consumer friendly from a user interface for sure.
and that's one of the biggest things that turned MadVR, turned us onto MadVR, was the fact that it is a little bit more user friendly and a superior product. We love Lumagen and actually work with Chris Deering. If customers still are interested in Lumagen, we do sell them, and Chris Deering does the calibration. But we can't just. That's not something you can. Well, we still recommend and do for all of our Dream Media Plus customers, set these up, the MadVRs, but with the Lumagen, it's not even an option. Like, you have to have Chris Deering set it up for you.
And you have to have somebody that's intimately familiar with the Lumagen. You just can't hire a calibrator. Ask me how I know. Just to come in, they're going to spend 2 days trying to figure that shit out, like to get it correct.
Yeah, I mean, there's cheaper prices to be had on a lot of this stuff, Trinov, Lumagen, but if you don't have the support behind it, I mean, yeah, you got a deal on it, but you're not even able to use it to its full potential because you have no idea what you just purchased. So I think a lot of people get caught up in the shopping and everything like that where, yeah, a homeboy down the street may gave you a deal, but now he's like, I don't know what the hell to do with it. Call so-and-so. Yeah, it's just bad, but
we don't really sell it as a plug-and-play system because we want to make sure it's tuned perfectly for our customers, and everything else in their system is tuned perfectly at that price range, but it really is plug-and-play.
Yeah. I mean, just with a couple settings, I just plugged in the luminance rating and adjusted like the brightness and a little bit with the highlight and shadow recovery, and it was just like boom. I just had it in. It was like dial. I just felt like it was dialed in.
Roughly 10 grand more as well. So we no longer offer the Lumagen, not because it's a bad product, it's because it's too complex. And once you see the MadVR, I think the MadVR is a bold step ahead in video processing, because I come from the old days when we had all kinds of interpolators and video processors and dual stack projectors, and you needed a degree in rocket science to put them together. But I think the MadVR is a cornerstone product, and if you're going to invest big money in a projector and a really good screen in a full tilt theater, especially if you use, I mean, it'll improve a 16:9, but if you're using 235, 240, what's going on with Zach?
Zach's dancing over there.
Dancing.
Wait. I got some mushrooms or something in here. Like fucking Max Headroom.
Oh, what is in this beer?
Remember that? Just saying, listen, if you're gonna kill my vibe, dude. Smash that subscribe button.
Max Headroom over there.
For fuck's sakes, man.
Anyway.
On a serious note, because it's people's hard-earned money. What is he? No.
All right, we're kicking it old school on the Mac
old school.
camera.
He was a Max Hedron. If you're gonna invest that kind of money, man, MadVR is like the Trenov. It's a game changer. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it just is. So, I mean, we're building a new experience center with literally a state-of-the-art theater in it, and we're gonna have MadVR is one of the first things I bought from my boy Joey Peacock. Holler out.
Joey Peacock. We need to have him on too.
Joey's the best, dude. He is a true lover of cinema. Old movies, new movies, classic theaters. One of his things is visiting classic theaters. We've had great conversations about that, and I love somebody with passion for movies like that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, Joe's a guy.
What would you say if you were to get a low quality like an NZ7 or a Sony 5000 ES and you put a MadVR on it? How much of a difference do you think that would make? Because
I mean, if you have a 235 or bigger, wider screen, it makes all the difference. Well, they don't have any processing for those. I don't think the 5000 does. I think you got to go to the 6000 to get that. But
Yeah.
I think it'd make a huge difference. I mean, of course, you're going to do a $5,000 projector with a $13,900 video processor. It's a little skewed, but
But you don't have to get the extreme. You can get the pro. It's a little more affordable.
yeah, but it's I don't know.
So if you're
going
not
for the
using,
cheap
if you don't,
you know
if
what
you
I
don't
mean?
ever plan on using an anamorphic lens, if you don't ever plan on, being a part of a lot of their future upgrades, like this motion interpolation that's going to be released.
who uses that?
I mean, the Pro does a lot that the Extreme does as well.
But you can't upgrade it. You can't do
Exactly.
and it's still not cheap. It's like $8,000.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
you're going to spend $8,000. You might as well spend $13,900 or whatever the price.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to be limited by hardware. Will it make a difference? Yeah, huge
So
difference.
we were
But-
pushed very strongly by MadVR into buying the better product because I was like curious about it. I'm like, well, if we could save a few dollars, but then he started saying doesn't have this. It's like, the entry level Corvette, and it doesn't have an engine, doesn't have, you know what I mean? It's like,
Well,
it's substantial different.
do you think? Because I asked Ryan from MadVR. I was like, would I notice a difference between the Pro and the NV?
Mhm.
And he mentioned everything like the shortcomings and stuff like that. But
Sure.
I think
So-
I would want to know if the aspect ratio thing is instant or not.
It is.
It is instant. Okay.
I think
And
the
obviously-
processing's the same, yeah, on that.
But it would still process. Yeah. So the HDR, the tone mapping, I would assume would still be kind of the same.
Well,
The only things that are different is going to be the subtitle detection and the barrel distortion, being able to get rid of that digitally. That's
And
right
the
now
upgrade
the
path.
only differences.
And the upgrade
But-
path.
Exactly.
That's absolutely
Exactly.
critical because if you're going to invest that kind of dough, you're going to be you're knee deep in this game and you're going to be in it for a while, and you're going to want to be able to upgrade and do different things down the road. So, certainly, I know it's a lot of money for most people, but in for a penny and for a pound, dude.
Yeah, I mean it'll be great when there's more features. Like they keep coming out with this motion interpolation and who knows what, But
Yeah, those are
right
like,
now
what
it's not a
else?
huge differentiator, but I'd say in a couple of years when there's 5 or 6 features that are making the difference between the two, as long as the
Different
price
HDMI.
is. I mean, I would honestly like to see more of a consumer model that's maybe $5,000, $4,000 that just does nonlinear stretch and tone mapping. That's it. I know that that's kind of already maxing out what the 3080 graphics card inside of it can do just on that, but maybe they just do a scaler, like a MadVR scaler, that's just taking care of nonlinear stretch and no tone mapping.
That'd be cool.
To get
Yeah.
something a little cheaper, but
That'd be cool.
because I think
Yeah.
they've already, 14K for a gaming PC that honestly costs maybe 6-7 to build.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Well,
retrospect.
it's R&D, man. You got to understand.
Oh yeah, for
You gotta
sure.
build
I
it.
totally understand it, but
You got to
the
put a
components
casket
and
in it.
hardware.
You got to support it. So I mean, there's a whole lot. Just
Yeah,
like when
you
our
can't-
clients go,
What would that do?
Wire my own house. I'm
What
like,
would
go
that do
ahead.
for UST? I wish I still had mine. I think that would probably be pretty awesome looking because USTs usually are kind of shitty as far as tone mapping is concerned. Like they don't even have like dynamic tone mapping as far as I know. At least not very good ones.
Yeah, I don't
Good one.
know. I considered doing it with this Epson. It's just, I don't know. It's
What, the
eShift
MadVR with an
4K. What?
You're going to put a MadVR in your Epson?
No.
Oh,
I mean, it'll be a good experiment. I would like to know what it looks like.
I was thinking about it just to play with the settings because me and Kellen were talking about there's this customer down in Texas where we need to, tweak some things, and I haven't had hands-on experience with it either. Kellen's been setting them up left and right. He knows those menus inside and out, but I was going to be down there shooting some other content, and I was like, well, maybe I can get this guy fixed up while I'm down there, but I don't know. Yeah, with the eShift 4K, it's like, nah, there's no way to, and plus I wouldn't even want to advertise that it would be a good pairing, like I'd rather put the customer's money towards other things if they're looking at,
Hey, Zach, not to digress, but that 12,000 Epson, how good is that thing? Because we're getting ready to put one in for a client.
It's awesome for the money. I mean, it's right in line with it's a better version of the 6050, which we've installed thousands of 6050s. I mean, it's got their 3 LCD. Yeah, and just like this LS800, it's all the same tech. It's amazing for the price. But what I was trying to say there with the MadVR is, like, I feel like it'd be a sin to put a MadVR with an Epson LS800 just because, like, in reality, who would do that? Like, I would rather give a realistic situation for the customers to view. But no, the 3 LCD tech and the 4K eShift, I mean, Epson, they nailed it. That thing has crazy color pop, really bright, super vibrant, and now it's laser. So it's a good unit.
Freaking laser. Yeah, I reviewed the 11,000. Those suckers are bright, like super bright. And you'd be hard pressed. Like, you really have to get up on those things to really tell the difference between like a native 4K, like maybe like 2 feet from it to really tell the difference.
Yeah, their eShift technology is top notch.
Epson makes a good product across the board.
Yeah,
we use them for our outdoor theaters and some more budget applications. And what we like about them is their flexibility. They have great bandwidth on their lens shift, and their throw distances are really good. They have a lot of direct access buttons for a control system, so you can invert them and do different things. So I mean, we got zero problem with the Epson. I mean, for what it is.
Come with a great warranty. Like, if our customers do have issues, like, yeah, they'll just send them a new one in the mail. You put the old one in the box, they switch it out. That 3-year warranty is amazing. I mean, for the money, it's our only pick. Like, we have done Optimo, we've done BenQ, like all the other competitors in that class, and there's nothing better.
Optima.
And it says a lot too. I mean, Don, you can probably attest to this. It's not really sometimes the products that are better. It's like, how good is the support whenever there's issues? And
they're reliable. I've not found BenQ and Optima to be the most reliable product on the planet. And you'll hear me talk a lot about reliability because that's a thing for us.
How dare you?
For sure. You don't want to be rolling that truck.
So the big news today, maybe it was today or yesterday, but Dirac is now officially out for the Marantz Pre-Pros, and I think AVRs as well. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
How much was the upgrade?
I think $350.
Yeah, $350.
And they have like an upgraded package too. I'm going to make a detailed video on it for our channel. I'm just waiting on the mini DSP to get here.
The mic?
Yeah.
It's funny. I had a Cinema 40 in today, and then I brought it back this morning, to the other place. And then I got home and I was like, oh, somebody just hit me up with the Dirac. I was like, I guess I'm not making a video. Then I updated the A1H, and I was like, oh, I did the search for Dirac, and it didn't pick up the A1H. So I was like, God damn it. I guess Marantz gets it first.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a customer get it on his 3800.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
Maybe check it again. I mean, it was just released today, like 12 hours ago.
Somebody commented about how helpful you guys are. I do have to say that You guys are very helpful to your clients. You treat your clients right, and that's refreshing, especially in the direct-to-consumer type setup that you do. That's super cool.
Which would
The
you
question about
upgrade?
MadVR and Kaleidescape. I would say for that level of system,
Kaleidescape.
I'd go for the MadVR over the Kaleidescape personally. I mean, every time I've seen it, like on and off, it's like night and day. Especially if you're running an anamorphic setup. What do you think, Kellen?
But probably need a little more context. I'm trying to figure out who this cat is. I asked both of them today.
16:9 screen, Kaleidescape, hands down.
Yeah.
Ultra wide screen, probably the MadVR, just because of the, unless you got a Paladin or an anamorphic lens and a setup like that. But I mean, that Kaleidescape's a game changer. I don't care who's, it's just amazing.
Yeah, they're both great. I mean, you can't go wrong with either. Yeah, I'd say I would agree with Don. If you're running 16:9, maybe Kaleidescape. And then if you want to add the MadVR later, for sure. But it depends on what projector you're running. If it's a Sony, I'd say you're going to greatly benefit from the tone mapping more than the JVC because there is none. So it's a toss up.
It's a tough one.
The scaling is handy though.
I guess it depends on what you really value. Do you value more content, or are you like a video file? Like
Better sound or better picture? Or wait, Kaleidescape gives better picture too.
Well, I was about to say you're getting both with the Kaleidescape. I don't know. It's hard to say. The Kaleidescape is one of those pieces where it's just...
It's dope.
Yeah, you got bragging rights if you got the Kaleidescape in
dope.
there. So
I mean, it's been dope for 20-some years. I mean, you don't even know what I was charging for Kaleidescapes back in the early 2000s. Like 35, 40 grand. I mean, it was crazy money, but there was nothing like it back then.
There's still nothing. I mean, there is things but it's
the
nothing
PD's really
like
good product,
truly
but
like it.
Kaleidescape's the kingpin.
Kellen, he said he's got a 6000 ES 16:9 and an Anthem M70.
I would do Kaleidescape.
So if he's mainly watching a lot of TV stuff on 16:9 potentially, yeah, I would probably I would say if you do more than 50% watching movies, get the Kaleidescape. If you're watching a lot of content like TV based, the upscaling on the MadVR is something you didn't really touch on too much, Shane, on your video, but I think that's something that gets overlooked. The upscaling is top notch.
I mean, I did a demo between an Oppo Ultra HD Blu-ray and a Kaleidescape, same movie, same demo scene. Hands down, the Kaleidescape was better. Hands down.
I did. I had a little segment about upscaling 3D to look like 4K.
Yeah, I saw that.
I chopped it out though. I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna care about this. It was like right towards the end.
Yeah, the upscaling that's something I noticed 2 weekends ago. Last week, I don't even know what day it is today, but the UFC fight that was on this past pay-per-view 2 weekends ago, I noticed because John Jones fight. Yep, I noticed it just doesn't look as sharp. Things didn't. It just looked off, and I was like, oh yeah. I guess that's it because everything I watched in the theater has been kind of just different looking, and it's been that MadVR's gone. So,
by the way, don't go see 65 million years. It's terrible.
Well, hold on. With Adam Driver, right?
It's freaking horrible.
Really? You didn't like it?
I almost, didn't like it.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right. Well, I wasn't expecting anything, major, but I thought it was enjoyable.
What about Cocaine Bear? Anybody seen that?
Saw that last night.
I want my $20 back.
Come on, dude. That shit was hilarious.
Look, I love cocaine and I love bears, but I just didn't love the two together.
There's a part where the bear. Remember when the bear came on and the dude from Modern Family climbed up on the tree, and the bear was chewing on him on the tree. So if you listen to it at your house in the Atmos, he's chewing on it at the right rear height speaker, and it's pretty loud too. He's like just chomping on him, and then it kind of swings around. I think that's the only time the Atmos ever kicked on. It was just him eating the guy.
It was fun, but it wasn't $20.
Yeah. I thought it was, you got to have a couple of beers for that.
Because I heard the real story years ago, or the actual story. I always thought that was kind of funny, but
Yeah,
it was entertaining, but
it was a lot gorier than I thought. Like
it was pretty
that
gory.
kid getting his head blown off.
The chick
Well,
falling out of the ambulance and whacking on the concrete was the funniest shit ever. That was pretty
Funny
freaking
movie,
funny.
dude.
I have to say that.
I tried to watch. Me and the wife had just one of our kiddos Friday night, and we tried to sit down and watch The Whale, and it was too freaking slow. We were like, Jesus.
I saw that
So-
as well.
That
We
movie
heard
was
a lot of good
fat,
things. I love him, but it was just too slow. So we were like, yeah, let's go to bed.
You got to be in the mood. You got to be in a specific mood for that
You know,
movie.
if you're living in Beaver Lick, Kentucky, and you think that movie's too slow, it's slow as fuck.
That's right.
Come on, let's roast some shit. Come on, man.
Okay, I got a theater here. Where is it?
Kellen's already drank his warm milk. He's ready for bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got 34 minutes on the clock.
Oh my god.
Where is it?
What is it, Kellen? Dr. Pepper? You need some Dr. Pepper?
I would. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at this. I'll roast my theater.
Okay, let me see what's the best. Yeah, that's a good option. All right, so this is Home Cinema Engineering. I guess he got this this done professionally or something. Let's see what's up.
It's like Tron theater.
Let's preface this really quick. Guys, we are going to roast this gentleman's theater. He sent it into us. If you guys would also like to get your theaters roasted as well, try to make it not so perfect like the last one we did. And maybe this one as
I
well.
was just about to say, are we gonna see like another, $200,000 theater?
It looks
Is that
like
the
it.
D-blow on the wall?
Yeah, looks like it.
The wind machine?
Oh,
That's probably an air conditioning, like a split.
yeah,
yeah.
mini split. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
poor design. If that's an air conditioner.
So this
They
was
need
sent.
to get
This was voluntarily sent to us to be roasted. So some of you guys get upset when we do this. Just know
nobody
this
gets
is
upset.
just know that this is voluntary. This is voluntarily
Stand out of your vagina if you're gonna
donated to
get
us.
mad.
Okay, so let's go. Let's see what we got.
Is that Kellen? Is that your new theater design?
no. It's too small.
Was that corrugated metal?
All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna have to poo-poo on this one really quick. That looks like a what? 385 maybe? Sony 385?
Something like that. 295.
Yeah, 295.
295.
Anyways, it's a Sony. Wait, you guys even sell? You guys don't sell Sony, right?
No.
Okay, so it's a Sony projector.
I do.
I've reviewed many Sony projectors. They're very nice projectors. I know there's some people that own Sonys in the chat here. They're very nice projectors, but they're kind of garbage compared to JVC. Let's be
No,
honest.
they're not. You're such
They're
an idiot.
kind of garbage. I know you're a premier dealer or diamond dealer.
Well, they're not
You're,
garbage.
you're not going to say
Not garbage.
what it is.
They're not
That's an
garbage.
idiotic statement.
But I've had like so
Garbage.
many Sonys in for review. When I compare them to the JVC, I'm always very
Give it a-
kind.
give it
I'm
another
always very
year.
kind in my reviews,
It
guys. Okay,
fluctuates.
I like to be kind in my reviews. But in comparison to the JVCs, I'm just shooting it to you honestly.
Yes.
I'm not a dealer. I don't make any money selling these.
Cords hanging down.
A little bit
No,
shitty
they're not
compared to the
bad.
JVCs.
But I mean, you're
They're
not
not
the
bad.
only one.
They're just a little bit shitty.
What's that?
Every single shootout we've seen this year. I mean, the Sonys aren't bad, but JVC has just been a step ahead. We've seen it in every single shootout.
Dude,
Every
they have
single person
lately. That shit
has
does
agreed that the
go back
JVC is
and
better.
forth.
Especially when you consider their 7000 ES is a little bit more money than the NZ9. For what reason? I don't know why.
The auto tone mapping on the JVC, and even whenever they first came out with just the frame by frame, frame adapt HDR, changed the game.
And can we say that every Sony, like I've said this every time we talk about Sony, it's always got banding in it. That's why it's image smoothing, whatever it's called. That's why it exists on the Sonys, but not on the JVC, because Sonys suffer from banding. It's a bad thing. It's been there since the 675 that I've owned, or was it the 615? It's been there for like the past 6 years that I'm aware of, and it's still there now, even on the $30,000 projector.
We're picked.
Unacceptable. That's what you messed up on right there.
I'll get back to mention something on this theater. I would, on the first frame with the white mini split, would try to wrap that something like matte black so it doesn't stand out as much. Not really a roast, but
even this gentleman knows it's terrible. You can't have banding on a $30,000 projector. Come on, horrible.
You know, it's funny at that M-Wave event that I sent our film guy to. Everybody in the room said that the Epson LS 12,000 outperformed was it the 5,000 or the 6,000? They did a side-by-side comparison, and my film guy interviewed people afterwards, and they thought the 12,000 E-Shift looked better, which was very interesting. I wasn't even there, so I can't even give you...
Well, they also said the Epson 12,000 with a MadVR on it looked better than the NZ7 and 6,000. Just throwing that out there. That's pretty crazy. Because the combination of the two is kind of in line with the price of the projectors alone, so that was kind of cool.
Nobody shits on Sony. I have a problem shitting on them. 150. Oh, he's saying what it is. 150-inch SoundMax AT screen. Who makes SoundMax?
Don't know.
I heard of that one.
No, dude, you're buying an off-brand screen. Come on, man. Jeez, you probably made it yourself. That's okay.
SoundMax.
IMAX Enhanced.
IMAX Enhanced.
Lovely. IMAX Enhanced really doesn't do anything, does it?
It doesn't.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, IMAX Enhanced.
Ooh,
Oh, he's got a
MadVR.
MadVR. Okay. That doesn't get rid of the banding issue, but okay, that's cool.
Wow.
Points for you. 18-inch infrasonic subwoofers.
So I wonder how you have to do that. Like, if you're a heavy user of a lamp-based projector, you're constantly, like, every 5-6 months changing the lumens rating on the MadVR, so the tone mapping still stays superior.
Never seen an 18-inch infrasonic sub.
I'm not sure about that one. Oops.
Is that a homemade one?
What was that? Is that a Seaton subwoofer? Ultramax?
The SoundMax, like the screen.
Listen, the space is nice. Oh man, you got two different seats.
I love the aesthetic of the room. It looks sick.
Oh yeah, the design.
Yeah, of course you do. It looks just like the shit you're getting ready to do. No, the LEDs are cool.
Yeah, where's your hand? How's he doing that?
Those automatic seats.
Yeah, where's your hand at, buddy?
That's impressive.
Remote control, Bluetooth. Well, I don't know. Just like the last one. But two really great theaters last week and this week. You got two different seats. You got different seats in the back and different seats in the front.
Nice leather, hand stitched by 16-year-old Chinese virgins.
You know, I was watching this documentary about chocolate, how there's like child slavery, and just to get chocolates, that's like a thing. And then you bring this up about the leather seats. Shame.
High density RGB lighting.
I will say they did a good job putting together the
RGB lighting with voice control.
I like the little touch panel.
Was it Alexa?
Oh, theater's run by Alexa. Maybe that's how we did his seats.
Oh God,
Alexa.
You actually put that in there like it's a big deal. Voice control. Show me some Josh AI. Come on now.
Turn theater on.
My buddy's grandma has
Look at that overview. What kind of side speakers are those? He didn't say, did he?
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose one interested in how many speakers.
Base level surround air conditioning. Atmos air.
Bose Acoustimass.
Atmos air.
KC. Oh, calibrated acoustics for 3D immersive audio. Okay. Okay.
They need to get one of them.
Sweet room, though. I really like that room.
It is cool.
Oh, had some lighting out right there.
Is that custom build or a kit?
What's that? Oh, the room?
The theater room, yeah. What's the equipment?
Oh no, those are his Atmos speakers. Sorry, on ceiling Atmos speakers.
Where's the list of the equipment?
Those look like
Yeah, it's
little
kind of
tiny.
weird. They didn't talk about the gear.
Listed the
Yeah.
Alexa, but not the
I
equipment.
mean, look at those little tiny things. Of course, you didn't talk about them.
Got that Alexa dot.
Costco 7.1.
Okay, I love Sonos, man.
Blew all the money on the room.
Echo Dot.
It's like a really pretty fat chick.
It's got all Echo Dots to make it surround sound.
God, she's beautiful. Jesus. What are those speakers?
I don't know. DevTechs? Oaks? Can't really tell.
I don't know. It's on.
Man,
Turn on the lights, man.
there you
Where's
go.
he at? Is he in the chat?
There you go.
I don't know
Call
if
us
he's
to
in there. I don't think
Experience
so.
Cinema. This is a
What is it?
company.
Home Cinema Engineering.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said it was
aren't
his.
they-
He sent me the email, said it was his. Yay. All right, well, listen,
Yeah.
congrats on you. I don't know who
Yeah,
sent that to
good
me,
job.
but
It's a beautiful theater.
yeah,
Other than
very
air
nice theater.
conditioner and no list of equipment.
Yeah, no list of equipment. Maybe you were embarrassed about the equipment. The seats, I think the seats are ugly as shit. Those are shitty. Your choice of projector is kind of shitty. The white mini slip is kind of shitty. Your side speakers look kind of shitty. Your Atmos speakers look a little bit shitty too, especially for that room.
Oh,
The room is beautiful. It looks like you might have a shitty screen, but everything else is great. Everything else, just your room looks great. Everything else looks shitty to me.
Look, if you
But
had
I'll let the
somebody
other guys
who knew
speak their
nothing
mind.
about nothing and came over, they'd be like, "This is the greatest shit ever."
Go
Oh, you're rubbing off on Shane.
give your thoughts.
That was rough.
Hey, Bloomson, I hope you're watching.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of info in that. I will say the video is put together well. I'm starting to really appreciate
Very nice.
videos more now that I'm creating my own. I'm like, wow, so much work to make a quality video.
I get shit
I used
so
to
much.
watch your videos. You'd be like, "Cut the stud out of the bottom and stop putting a box center in there."
Man, I'd grab the GoPro and I'd knock out 10 installs in one day. Me and the GoPro.
I
I'd
know
go
some
knock
of your-
out some installs and then go skiing when I'm done.
Laugh
Some-
all the way to the bank.
Some of your videos are a little bit weird because you'll be filming somebody talking or whatever, but I don't know who the camera guy is. Sometimes they'll just be constantly just kind of moving around them, like randomly. I'm like, what are you trying to capture here? I'm like, I didn't get it. And I'd be like, yeah, what are you filming?
We've gone through our fair share of camera guys.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
for sure.
It's
Yeah.
weird, man.
So that's why now I am the camera guy. I am the everything guy. I'm trying to make it better.
But yeah, I get that all the time. It's like, hey, Shane, when you gonna do the video? You unboxed this a month ago. And sometimes, I get a lot of boxes. What makes it really hard is when you have like a dozen boxes and you don't know which one to pick. And then you're just like,
And then the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
yeah, you're just like, tomorrow.
Whichever,
Waste of boxes
whichever
tomorrow.
manufacturer is. Yeah.
Come on, you got more than that.
Oh, hold on here. I got a super chat here.
Somebody sent you 5 Canadian doll hairs.
What is that? 99
It's like
cents?
$1.27.
Is it 50? From Kyler Charbonneau. Looking to add a second sub to my ML Dynamo 1600. Get a second, or go up to the Balance Force 212, or go with something totally different.
Stay the same.
Yeah, I would say with the same because the Balance Force is like
Force is
way better
bomb,
than the
bro.
Dynamo 16.
There's very few subs that are as good as that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did the.
and they're sexy looking.
Yeah.
Oh God, they're beautiful.
I love
you-
the balance for it.
If you're interested in a review on the Balance Force 212, I believe I'm the only one that has reviewed it. So be sure to type in Balance Force 212. One of my favorite subwoofers. So good they haven't updated it in about a half a decade. That's like 5 years. Yeah.
It's a great.
Is it
sub.
is it a decade now? Is it 10 years?
It's a long. It's been out a while.
It's been
great
out a
sub.
long. When I first got in
Long
the
time.
business, I sold one and I was blown away. I
Yeah.
paired it together with some of their ESLs, their electrostats, and I was like, "Woo!" One of my first high-end systems.
Mm-hmm. So nicely. Like the whole base is like, I don't know if it's iron. It feels like it's made out of iron. Like it's like.
Yeah,
Quality.
I was watching one of your videos, Zach, and you're filming it all in 4K, and it had one of home theater dude's beard hairs flopping as the speaker was playing, man. I just want to reach out and tell you, but I couldn't.
Who?
It's crazy. Nothing.
Shane Lee, is there a Perlisten R5T coming? Yes, there is an R5T review coming. Also, I'm gonna have a separate one for the R5T and then the R5 or the R home theater setup with the R subs.
Ooh, that's gonna.
Are you guys gonna be carrying Perlisten? Or am I?
We are. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be launching Perlisten, and we'll get them all in-house, get our hands on them. Kellen's been checking them out at events now ever since they've been introduced and fallen in love with them. So we decided to bring them on, and we're going to launch strong and get some in-house, get hands-on with it, and put out some videos for you guys.
My favorite speaker so far, the R series. Well, maybe not my favorite, but so good that I actually bought a pair.
They're the bomb.
Myself. Yeah.
I might switch on my main theater setup to Perlisten too. To all of us at Audioholics will have Perlisten as our demo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gene's got the S7s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In a little center, which I don't know why he did that, but
yeah, I was like, dude, why didn't you get the big one?
Because his wife will let him turn it up. Because it's a family room. Speaking of Gene recently lost his mother, and everybody should go on and give their condolences to him because he's going through a tough time right now.
Yes. You can leave a comment. Send your love. Send little heart emojis in the comment section.
Seriously.
I'm sure he'll see that while he's working out right now. What time is it? 11:30 at night.
Well, he looks at himself, lifts weights, and look at his phone, and looks at himself and lifts weights.
And then he sends us pictures.
Oh, no. Like,
thanks. Here you go, Don. Do you have any experience with active speakers in a home theater?
Well, yes, I do. Quite a bit of experience, actually.
It's a comment here in the chat.
It's the way. Active speakers are the way of the future.
Well, that's not the question.
Dude, I'm guarded when I'm here. Trust me.
Yes, he is.
You ever listen? Why am I always the one going hard on these home theaters? Don, what's going on?
I'm doing some shit up.
Oh, by the way, I got a whole listen. When you guys send in your theaters, stop sending me photos. Like, send me some videos. I'm like, I want to go through a video. I want to see what it looks like. Don't send me photos. I delete all the photos.
Data chips up before you do.
Yeah, I get so many photos. I'm like, dude, I want to rifle through your photos. Send me a video. Send videos. I gotta capitalize on next time.
I really wish I could open up the Man Cave Makeover submissions. We got some good ones in there, like actual theaters that are in need. Some really nice ones too, but here, this question about the 7015 and the Cinema 50. Next week I have, and I think going into this weekend, I have videos coming out on comparing the old SR series models versus the Cinema series, because right now we still have some in stock and they're at a really good price point. So I wanted to make a video pointing out the differences between the two units, because a lot of people don't need all those 8K ports, right? And there aren't a ton of differences between the models other than the 4 subwoofers and Dirac live upgrade path and things like that. So I go into a lot of detail in those videos that are coming.
How do you guys feel about refurbed units? Like, how do they become refurbs?
Well, it's a crap game buying a refurbished product, because a whole lot of them, they need to be sent immediately right back in AD.
Yeah, right now we have brand new ones that we're trying to clear out because we have a bunch of cinemas coming in. So just buy a brand new one.
What's the new 7015 go for?
Let me see. They're on sale right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything's dropped with the new models coming out.
Yeah. The new models, aren't they all made in Japan?
I don't know for sure about that.
I thought that was like the main thing.
For a fact, the 40 the Cinema 40 and the AV10 are tuned by the Marantz Soundmasters in Japan. I don't know about the 60 and 50. It doesn't like say
Soundmaster. Let's throw some shit, dude. I don't want to sell
7015 right now retails $23.99. So it is.
Oh, that's a
Come on down to Kelvin's Big Top Home Theater.
$600 off.
Fucking, let's throw some shit.
no, only the Cinema 40s, Japan. Oh, okay. And
hey, but if you're not going to do 4 subs, and you don't, I mean, the 7015 is a great price point. Great unit, and it can upgrade to 11 channels, so you can run like a 724, which is one of our best selling configurations.
What's up, Mia Francis? Mia's in the house. Thank you for being a Patreon supporter for the past year. Thank you. What's this? Refurb units are sometimes QC'd before they get shipped back. Don speaks the truth. Refurbished units are a lot like Russian roulette. Damn. Got a window open? Smells like a skunk just walked through.
Roast.
You know, I spent some time today. I spent like a couple hours today listening to the Denon versus my little XTZ amplifiers that I compared to the Marantz, which I preferred over the Marantz. And my conclusion is, wait for my video, but they're very close. Very close, though. I'm a fan. I don't know. I always feel like I don't know. Maybe because they're monoblocks, but they're very close though. I definitely like the A1H over the Amp 10 sound signature. That's for sure. That's for sure. I just wasn't getting the holographic sound, the 3-dimensional sound from the Amp 10 that I was getting from the A1H. I'll stand by that.
Somebody said in the comments earlier the 3800 had the Dirac live update, so you may want to check that A1H.
Yeah, I'll check it again. I checked it, because I checked it maybe about an hour before I came on here. And unless the app is not picking it up, because I didn't check it on my PC, my laptop. I just checked it on the app to see if it would pick it up on the network. Unless you have to buy the update first.
I don't think so.
No,
I started to watch. Yeah, I started to watch it with Philip Jones, like the press release that they put out, and it said there was a barcode on, like in the menu setup that you scanned on the unit. Like go into the run the most current firmware update and go in and see there should just pop up from the way they presented it. I haven't done it yet though.
Okay, because I know with the NADs, and I think with the NAD and the audio control, it just picks it up like the software. If you load it on your laptop, it just picks it up automatically. And it's like I bought one license, and it was good for like JBL, audio control, NAD, for everything that was Diracable. It just picked it up. Knowing or Massimo, there'd be some kind of a special code where you have to buy one specifically for their unit, I would assume, instead of it being like a universal thing. So they might be doing something like that. I don't know.
So Shane, what do you think? 45 ACP or 9mm?
You talking about guns?
Kidding. Let's roast the theater. Come on.
Dude, I only had one video.
That's it?
Yeah, I only had one video. Everybody else sent me photos.
Dude, we'll put photos up.
I don't want
Pictures worth 1,000 words.
If I keep doing photos, everybody's going to keep sending me photos.
Put photos.
I got to stick to my guns. I still have 2 more. I still got the past two photo theaters that we roasted last week to put up this week. Photos, guys. Send some photos, man.
Oh, photos. Cool. Do it.
Does Dream Media offer Macintosh?
Funny you say
Next
that.
quarter. It's coming soon, hopefully. We'll see. We're launching a lot right now, so we got plans for per listen.
Bose, a high-end audio. Dude, people love it. They know Bose.
I mean, that's the thing is we're just losing sales by not offering it because people, they gotta have those meters. So
I have
They
me some
gotta have the
meters.
meters.
I got the
That's
meters.
why I asked you, Shane, if you
I
like
dig
the
it.
Trenov amplifier with your Trenov processor, or you liked Mac, because I know people were going to be asking us once we had both available. It was interesting to hear you
Meters
like
and
the
blue
Trenov.
meters.
Yeah, I did a review with the NAD versus the Trino versus the Macintosh, and it's right there. It's right there with the Trino for sure. It was a little bit noisier than the other two, but a little bit more robust sounding than the NAD was, I believe. Yeah, the NAD was really thin sounding for whatever reason. So definitely better bass on the Mac and the Trinov amps. But the NAD, I think, was a little bit cleaner sounding. So it got that had that going for it.
The NAD amp's dope. Dude,
Yeah, the NAD is really good. You definitely need a subwoofer with that. Obviously, you
cleanest
would if it's
amp
an home
we've ever
theater.
measured at Audioholics.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
but it was it was just really kind of thin sounding. There was like no low end to it. I mean, there was low end. It just wasn't as good as the Trino for the Macintosh. It was just really clean, very very clean sounding amp, more so than the Macintosh was. So the Mac kind of falls between both of those, I would say.
So one of my coworkers and one of my good friends is on tonight, Brett Bloomston. We call him the Racketeer. He is the patron saint of quality racks. He's amazing. All those pictures I send you, the beautiful racks, that's his work. He's the man.
Oh yeah, I was asking you about that.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, besides being in the business, his dad owned a stereo store when he was a kid. So he's literally grown up in this business. One of the greatest people I've ever known. But, I mean, amazing quality rack guy. Anyways, we should put one of his racks.
That rack you sent earlier,
that's nothing. Oh, yeah, wait, I'm going to send you some more. Yeah, he is an artist.
I just know how long it takes to do that. Like, he was sitting
he did that shit in a day.
All day.
He did that in a day. Well, I mean,
all
yeah.
So you guys terminate your own XLRs and all that?
We do sometimes. I mean, it just depends on the application and what we're doing. It really is wire management, how you bring because we do massive systems with multiple surround systems and distributed audio. And you can have a trunk of wires that big, and how you bring it into the rack, then space it out in the rack and have it so you can move it without disconnecting anything. It's an art form, really. I'll put them up, Brett.
Yeah, you should take some next time. Show some pictures of racks.
Actually,
or wire management.
I'll send you a couple pictures, Shane. You can put them up. How's that sound?
Yeah. Well, you got to email it. You can't send to my phone.
I'm gonna email it, dude. Duh. This ain't my first rodeo, man.
Because I tried that in my rack video. I was like, how do these guys make everything so clean looking? I tried to line it up.
I'm gonna send you some racks he just did. I'm telling you, you're gonna put a tear in your eye.
When is the Trinoff bass video coming? It should be coming Friday. I was trying to get confirmation today from them today. It was supposed to be last weekend, but then he got sick or something like that. So we put it off for Friday at 2:00. But I'm waiting for confirmation. And if everything goes down, it should be Friday, 2:00. We'll talk about the bass management and the new app that just came out. Did you guys get a chance to check out the Trinov app?
Hey, Shane, emailed
Glad they finally came out with something. I mean, it's not a whole lot you can do, but really gets the job done. It's better than what was out there before, which was nothing.
Yeah,
simple controls. It's nice.
I'll tell Zach. Gene said your email inbox is full.
Oh, that explains why I stopped getting emails today.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, finally, a little break.
Gene, I just emailed you some pics. You should put up.
There we go.
Just a couple pieces of his work, but I think people will be interested in seeing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, pop that shit up.
So, oops. Let me add that to the stream here. Let's go this way.
Blow that up. I mean, that's his fucking artwork. Dude.
Yeah, look at that.
Who we are. The rack pulls all the way out of the closet.
Oops.
That's the back of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best part, dude. I try to do that with mine. I just can't get it.
Everything's labeled. You can service it. You can pull and replace a part. Everybody does appreciate a nice rack. He does more nice racks than your favorite plastic surgeon.
So wait, obviously you guys are terminating all those cables yourselves.
Some of them.
Some of them,
Yeah,
they
it
all
depends.
look
We
like
buy
them because those are like perfect length.
Well, definitely all the speaker wire and all of
Yeah.
the Ethernet and all of
I
the,
mean,
yeah.
everything, and it
Yeah, like
doesn't.
everything.
When you can pull it, move it around, it's not going to disconnect anything.
Yep.
Look at the front of it, man. It's just dope.
Man, that's
So
what I gotta
all
do.
the power, all the power's managed properly. It's out of the way. I mean, you want to make a rack serviceable. Brett says he's clever at hiding excess, is what he always says.
I guess so. I tried that. It never looks fucking that good. What is it? Oh, this is the front.
Yeah.
It's got a
Push tab.
Yamaha. Is that a Yamaha? Yeah, that's a Yamaha.
Yeah, couple surround zones.
How
Need
dare
some
you?
blanks.
Read audio. What's that?
What does this house look like?
Need some blanks.
Oh, dude, all the houses we do are pimp. We don't do small, normal houses.
What's he got? Triad.
Yeah, so that's HDMI extenders,
Okay.
HD over IP, and that's a rack that they build. So it has one power cord that distributes out to all the. Those are the senders. You put your sources into that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got plenty of space on it. Nothing gets overheated. It's an open architecture rack. We do side panels too, but a lot of them are open architecture to stay cool. Room to upgrade. We always do bigger than we need to, so that way if people want to add additional components down the road, kind of future proof it. But I sent a second email with a couple pics too. I want you to show how we crammed a super high end audio system into a cabinet. I wouldn't say slam. We engineered it into it.
Why'd you go with Yamaha?
Because Yamaha makes great receivers, man. And we sell Yamaha and we sell Sony. We sell Denon and Marantz. I mean, for a while we sold anything we could get. We even sold Integra against my better judgment, but we did.
Well, they came with a new one.
Sure they did. It's exactly like the one from 10 years ago where the HDMI boards didn't work with the shit.
All right, here we go. Share screen. Share screen. Oops.
Listen, over the vast years I've been in this business, consistently Yamaha has been the most reliable receiver out there. Denon too. Denon's been really good.
It's really ugly this year.
Yeah, so that's a full tilt. Now the center's up there because there's a reason. He wanted a game area in the bottom, and we just couldn't make it work aesthetically. And the designer over those are 12-inch sub dual 12s, the RBHs
Wow.
we got.
The ones I got?
Four in the front, and we got one in the kitchen. It's a great room in the kitchen underneath the island in the kitchen. We got another dual 12.
There you got 4. You got 8 12s.
That's a 98-inch TV, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
You can roast the shit out if you want, but it's hard to roast that. That thing rocks.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And he's got grill covers that match now. That's with the top off. But yeah, that system hammered. It's like a 82 grand for the family room system with the audio and everything set up.
Is that for LFE or do you have them paired with each speaker?
Now that is in the front as part of the active RBH system where they have used the Marani processor. So it's kind of paired, but it also siphons from the LFE, but the back one's straight LFE.
Is it hold on, so there's an amp in each speaker in each sub?
Each driver.
Has an amp on it?
Subs have a single channel going each sub, but the tweeter has its own amplification channel, and the mid ranges all have their own amplification channel.
Built
Yeah,
into
Yeah,
the speaker?
I can't wait to hear
Dude,
the active towers.
wait,
I'm
Kellen,
getting.
you heard the one at my house, and that's not active.
Yeah.
Wait till
yeah.
you hear the active. Like it's
Yeah.
literally next level, state of the art. FIR filtering, crazy power to each one. That's a family room.
Damn.
It looks
wife
so
was a-
small, but it's not.
But with the grills on it, you can't see any of that. I mean, it's just super cool, beautiful room.
Yeah, those subwoofers are huge. I wish somebody was standing next to it for context, but
Yeah,
big subs.
that's 98-inch TV.
Is that a what TV is that?
The Samsung 98.
Samsung, yeah.
Yeah, Brett did all that. He did that
Look
whole
at that.
system. That's a rack for that one too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice one too.
Yeah, that's what you pay for when you deal with a company like Smart or us. I mean, most companies don't go to this detail. I'll tell you that right now.
See that.
But everything is in order. Everything's lined up. Everything is laid out.
Okay, I don't feel so bad about mine. Like, this is like hard to get perfect looking, but that looks good though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are terminating your own XLRs,
Huge
right?
amount
For
of
sure.
wires coming through. So, but you see how the
that's
trunk
pros
kind of
and
flows
benefits,
into it?
Oh, you guys you bundle them up like that.
With that. The wire.
Like right here, I could see you bundle them up back there.
Yeah, you can't help
Yeah.
it, man. You got to
Yeah.
preserve the extra wires someplace. You don't want to cut them, you know? So,
Oh, it's an empty shelf.
yeah, above a component.
unused wire for the
Yeah.
pre-wire.
We
Damn.
we overwire houses, but
Is it?
let me tell you,
Is it a Macintosh amp? That's my amp.
no, that's a RBH.
On the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Right, this one?
Their Class D amps are, I would say, absolutely the equal of the Trenoff. They use the Pascal module, Class D modules. They're They don't have them on their website yet, but their amplifiers are sublime. They just sent me one for my system, so I'm about ready to triple my power. They're really good amps.
You got a front of that amp? No, you don't. You didn't send me a front, man.
I didn't send the front on that. Sorry.
That sure looks like a Macintosh. MC257.
Do Macs double their power when they go from 8 ohms to 4 ohms? Those do.
I don't think they spec that out.
Come on, you got no more pictures of theaters we can roast?
That's it. No, delete them all.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Lion ass.
I dig it. Come on, Zach. Where's your photos of your rack? Well, you guys don't do the racks. You guys like source out, right?
Yeah, I could pull some from whenever I did installs for sure. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my mail server, because that is kind of concerning. I'm going on a mass delete.
Don, can those
I don't
HDMI extenders?
look floppy, do they?
You're not supposed to address Ender. He's one of the guys. Okay.
Oh, is that one of the trolls?
He's one of the guys.
Yeah.
Don, can
Go
those
get another
HDMI
hot
extenders?
pocket. You'll be all right.
You can in the rack support 10-bit 444 60 hertz 120. Oh, hold on a second. That's for you, Don.
What?
That question.
The new AV Pro Edges do. The HD based T, their higher end ones do. But we're switching over to HD over IP, and their new system does 10-bit 444 60K 120, the whole deal, which is really cool.
Well, there's your answer, buddy. Oh, hold on. Super chat here from Bobby Digital. Bobby Digi. Does Sony or JVC offer extended warranty on their projectors, fellas?
Third party companies do left and right.
Like, wait, I always wondered about that. How legit are those?
A lot of them won't cover things over $10,000. So that kind of excludes some of what we're talking about here. But
That's like that. I forgot what the name of it is.
usually an electronic's gonna crap the bed within the first couple of years. I mean,
Who's got the best? Epson's got the best, right?
JVC, Epson. I don't know what Sony is, but
they're all
they both
3-year.
have 3
Is it
year.
all the way? I thought Epson had like.
Do
like
you guys sell extended warranties, Don?
Not really. We have
I used to.
somebody
buy-
requests it. We will. but
Yeah,
we don't
by
push it.
request, but typically we don't.
We sell service plans.
You know what we should do on here now that we're coming into summer is, like, I was just kind of scrolling through trying to delete a ton of pictures and my iCloud's maxed out, is highlight backyard setups. I got some really sweet sweet backyard.
That's my back. Can you play a video, Shane, through here, like from a website? No, like
Can I play video?
go to
I
a
just played a
website.
video.
Go to a website. All right, go to MediaRollerScreens.com. The actual MediaRollerScreens.com. So I co-invented this with one of my home builders and a screen professional. So in Florida, we do a lot of mosquito netting type screens that roll down and roll up. And we were able to work with the manufacturer of the screen, and they came up with a process called bonding. We're able to put a Screen Innovations 360, that's a material, bonded into a mosquito netting screen. We shoot a projector on it, and it plays on both sides simultaneously because it's a rear projection screen. And we use Epson projectors. We hit a button and it inverts it. So that's a 130-inch screen. The guy's hanging out in his pool watching, and landscape audio plays all the sound. Now that's the opposite side of it. Inside of his covered lanai with a couple TVs, he's got distributed video. We actually won Best Custom Home in 2019 with this house. Dude, look at that shit. It floats. This kind of floats. He's got 2 air conditioners on the outside blowing cold air and a projector shooting onto it.
Wow.
Yeah. We're the only ones in the country doing that.
That's cool.
And what's cool about it is it holds the screen taut. So it doesn't, the wind doesn't affect it. Like if you try to do a roll down screen outside, it's like a sail. It ripples and moves, and that holds it solid. We've done up to 170 like this. And it is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. Literally, you can watch it from both sides. Now, if you're on the opposite side and you're watching something, it's reversed. But the only way you can really tell is there's some kind of writing or sports score. But we put a button on our controller, and the projector will invert the image, and it'll go back and forth. But think about that, man. Outside, dude, hanging out, chilling, especially in Florida, and you got this massive, home theater screen. We don't do we do the Epsons, like a 4050 or something, just because they get ate up outside after a while. We don't, but you could do any projector on that outside.
That's like an acoustically transparent screen, right?
No, it's a rear projection screen, but we just buy the material and have the screen company bond it. And this is now, we did this in late 2018. It's still kicking, still works great because it rolls up and it's protected from the elements. Yeah. But think about that. You just roll it down and you've got this killer screen. We've done surround sound outside, but usually it's a stereo, but we do like landscape audio all around the pool. So you're sitting outside in the hot tub or the pool, and now you've got crazy good audio. I mean, nobody cares it surround sound because you're outside hanging out, drinking, hanging in the hot tub with your old lady. It's just super cool. There's a video. If you scroll down, there's a video that lays it out better than that.
How often do you have to clean the screen material?
Yeah. Rarely. I mean, just brush it off here and there with a terry cloth towel. This is a little bit better video. This house is pretty pimp, but it's got a pizza oven built in. I mean, the funny thing is this is my home builder, and he's really, really, really good friend of mine. He's British. They're watching football. He ain't never watched a football game in his fucking life.
He seems a little overzealous there.
But, well, he started a company and patented this technology. So, I mean, it's cool though, huh?
You laugh like that with your wife?
You can have different images on the other TVs. You could have multiple games or whatever going on. Watch a movie, sitting chilling.
Look at that, holding hands, watching movies. Damn.
Dude, seriously, come on.
Life,
I need that in my life.
Who wouldn't, dude? Who would not want that?
Are they newlyweds? Or have they been married? Have they been married for years, and then you put this in the house and just brought them closer?
Promote his company. What's he supposed to sit there and be unhappy? Yeah, troll my shit, bitch. I'll put my dick on the table. I don't care. Roll it out. We create dreams. Dude, nobody does this. We're the only people that do this.
It seems like a simple concept too. I mean, it is a simple concept.
Well, if you can do the screen and the bonding, that's not a simple process. But I mean, and he's got, so in his master bedroom, which is, I don't have on video, his bed sits up against an outside wall and faces like sliders, right? So there's no place to put a TV. So we did a pocket. We did 110-inch screen that drops down, but we hollowed out the concrete above his bed, and we put a small projector in there and made a porthole above his bed, And when he wants to watch something in his bedroom, he hits a button, the screen drops, the curtains close, and the projector shoots from a hole like an old school theater right into the screen. And he's got a full B&W in-ceiling surround system.
Nice. You should have took a video of that.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Shame. Well,
that's what we do as high-end integrator. Well, it's what I do as a high-end integrator. I like to think I'm a little better than most, but maybe I'm not. But I come up with some cool ideas. Oh, can I send you? Can I send you something?
Shots fired, Zach. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Don's not bad.
No, I'm right for a hillbilly.
That's all right.
Hey, I'm gonna send you some pictures of this. So this dude, a similar concept. Have you ever heard of the Screen Innovations 0G screen?
Yeah, motorized.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it basically, a trap door opens, and then two really, really thin, it's a material made by DuPont that's supposed to be stronger than Kevlar, but it drops down with like a metal bar, drops down, and then it stops halfway, then the screen drops out of the bar. So it looks like the screen's floating. Let me send you a couple pictures of that. We won Best Home in 2021 with this one. It's a pretty dope setup, but I only got pictures, unfortunately. Sorry. I got video somewhere, but I was probably drinking. I mean, since now we're on like AV chat. We're just hanging out, right?
Yeah, let's see it. I love looking at custom stuff.
It's cool, dude. I like looking at it. I mean, I'm not doing it to brag. I'm just doing it because it's fun. I'm like, check this out. This is just cool. All right, inbound email. Brett. Jesus Christ. Never live that down.
Who, Brett Bloomston?
That's what we should do. Is we should do one of these where we share custom integration projects. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Emails inbound. I got a bunch of cool pics. I mean, there's cool theaters and cool rooms, but like I like the things that are out of the box. Where so this room that you're going to show these pictures, Shane, the curtains close, the screen drops down. Then we had the builder build a soffit above the bed, so a motorized lift drops down with a Sony projector.
Hey, Callan just did one of those.
Shane, what speakers did you end up incorporating in your theater after selling your custom B&Ws? I didn't incorporate anything yet. I have the I'm reviewing the Ascendo 6s and 10s along with their subs, and the Perlison R series right now.
How you liking the Ascendos?
I dig them. They're like perfect size for my room.
I'm getting ready to review their Beryllium 12s.
I feel a little weird because they're fairly smallish speakers, and I have to like cross them over at like 100 hertz.
But they play loud.
They do play loud. Like I just feel like I've always had speakers that play down to like 40 hertz, so I was always able to kind of like cross them over lower, so they feel like, I don't want to be like, they feel a little thinner sound than I'm used to, but not as robust sounding as I'm used to hearing though. That's all I'm saying. But they sound really good though. Super detailed.
Brett's got a video of it.
Of what?
The room that you're gonna put the pictures up.
Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna have him email it to me. I can forward it to you. Yeah, this house turned out pimp. It's like a $14 million house on the water. Client's the coolest client on the planet. We did all kinds of lighting, 3 different kinds of lighting. Yeah, so that's the screen deployed. You can see the lift, and you can watch it with the curtains closed or open, looking right in this pool and on the water. Super dope. But when he hits a button, it just all disappears. But you see, that looks like that screen's floating. It's actually those wires are so thin you can barely see them. And you can actually get them in a color to match the background, which is crazy. It's that detailed. And that's a 120 diagonal right in front of his bed. Now, come on, is that living? You just have a giant screen drop right in front of your bed.
So the power cord is on one of these lines?
No, it's all in a motor on top. Yeah, I think they got power running to them too.
So this rolls up into this, and then this
rolls up into that little metal bar.
Okay.
Then the whole thing closes up into the
The whole
ceiling.
thing goes up and the trap door closes. That's a 14-foot ceiling in there, by the way, too.
That takes some planning to pull that off.
Dude,
Nice one, Doc.
it was rocket. It was a lot of. You got to get the throw distance calculation, make sure the lift matches, the drop on
Yep.
the screen matches. But the other picture I sent you will probably show the with it all closed up. You can't even tell it's there, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Damn.
see.
Look at that view.
That's the room, dude. You never know till you hit that button. That's what integrators do. There's Peacock. There's my boy.
Yo.
Hey.
MadVR himself.
Joey Peacock. Joey, we were just talking about
What's
you.
up, Joey?
Yeah,
His ears were ringing.
Yeah.
that's cool though, huh? Like
I like
That's
it. I like
really
you
that.
go into a room, you
That's
have no
awesome.
idea. You know?
I don't
Did you
know.
automate the curtains
Oh,
too?
everything's out. The shades are
Of
automated.
course.
The sound's
Yeah.
automated. Everything in this house. The lighting's automated. Literally, you
Yep.
hit a button, curtains close, lights dim, screen drops. It's not surround because he didn't really care about surround in the master bedroom.
Yeah.
You should see the family room. We did the 100 Sony in that with a custom Leon soundbar and invisible speakers everywhere. It's pretty dope. Because most of our clientele are more concerned with aesthetics than they are performance, but they
Yeah.
do want performance.
That's
And
in Florida,
fortunately,
right?
companies like Sonance and Screen Innovations and Future Automation out of England, several companies make amazing products that allow us to do cool shit like this. You know what I mean?
That's in Florida. I see the palm trees.
Yeah, oh, that's in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in Tampa. It's in an exclusive neighborhood. It's right on Tampa Bay, looking out. I mean, at the bridges. And we got all low voltage linear lighting everywhere, RGBW colored lighting. We did his elevator. It goes up. It's got a big glass thing in front
Yeah,
of it.
elevator.
We're able to change colors on that. Yeah. This dude had his wine collection brought to his house before we had the security system working. He actually hired a security guard because his wine collection is worth $250,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like he's the coolest guy on the planet. Like he's a guy you can have a beer with. He's like, I got fuck you money. I'm like, right on, dude, you win. You know what I mean? Like you win.
Damn. I don't know which view I like better. This guy's or Zach's.
Oh,
They're both cool.
I
They're just different.
can't even compete with that, man.
Nah, dude, I kind of like the mountain thing too. But
Yeah, me
anyways,
too.
that's just a little taste of the kind of stuff I get to play around and do and design. Sometimes it's really stressful. There's a lot of work that goes into it. But really, my installation techs, dude, are the magic guys. All we do is put it on paper and draw it up, and they make this shit happen, dude. They're a good installer is solid gold. Shane, review my New York
Yeah.
Dig
apartment theater. Ooh, New
Send
York
send the
apartment.
video.
Send it right now.
video.
Let's do it.
Send
Send it
video.
right now.
Let's FaceTime him. Do it live.
Send it up right now. I'm all about it.
You give me your phone number.
Joey Peacock. So we're just talking about the MadVR earlier, Joe. You missed all the good shit.
Oh, you did, yeah. The first like 15 minutes, Joey. You missed
We're
the whole
talking
thing.
about you, man. How cool
We're
you are.
praising. We're
How you
praising.
love
Yeah,
movies and old theaters and
we're praising you.
so.
Well,
And listen, guys, Dream Media does some pretty dope installs too. They're pretty conservative dudes, but they do some badass shit.
Yeah,
sign up.
for being
Damn right, Don.
relatively
Thanks.
new,
You
we've only
Come
been
on.
in the business a decade, so we're
So you guys do good work. I've seen a lot of your stuff, man, and you take care of your clients. However, the theater I sent you guys today, when I'm able to finally sometime
Oh
this
my
year
God.
talk about it,
mhm.
dude, this is the theater of all theaters. I mean, this motherfucker's.
I'm coming.
See,
Wait, what's the ETA
when,
on that?
when you're doing stuff like that, yeah, I'm sitting
Yeah.
over here like, man, do we even do?
Well, dude, I've been in the business for 30 years. Dude.
Do we even do the same
You
stuff?
got to work your way up to that shit. People just don't go.
Yeah,
I want to do
Yeah.
a $2 million theater. All right, you sound like a nice guy. Here, do it. You know, I mean, you got to have a track
Yeah.
record, dude, you know, of getting it done. And there's
well, it's
always
been happening,
compromise.
you know. Like I was telling you on this one of these first theater groups we did, you know, started with the $10,000-$20,000 theaters, and now we're up to a couple $100,000.
Yeah,
and
now you're
Yeah,
steadily moving up because people trust you. They see the track record. They know you can do it. You sell the best brand. You sell Focal. You know how I feel about Focal. I think Focal is one of the best speakers in the business. there's a bunch of them I love. I love Per Listen. You know, I mean, it's hard to say. There's so Kef makes great
I
stuff.
know.
Monitor Audio, Dolly, Martin Logan's new stuff is dope. I mean, really, it's hard to pick a bad speaker these days. Even Klipsch, they've even.
Well, I think COVID was good because everybody was eating up with doing systems, and that's where really a lot of competition started. It's like, oh shit, we're getting our asses handed to us by X brand. We need to step it up and do something different. So there was a lot of innovation and new stuff that
And
came out.
Nintendo comes in with these 50-inch and the 80-inch, and
Yeah,
those guys come in like, "What a beautiful girl is like this. You are my woman. I will love you constantly." You know what I mean? Like,
The
seriously.
problem is just like realistically, where can you actually integrate that stuff in?
If you had a trailer, I saw the back box because we were trying on this big theater. We're trying to get the 80M, and now that I've seen the back box that goes into it, I'm like, Jesus, we'd had to take a bedroom out.
You could have fit the 50 in there.
Well,
you could do some.
That's a
You could
story
do
for another day.
some. You could do some Meyer sound.
Well, we got
Ultrasonics.
812s and 221s. I think
can
we're
collaborate
going
on that.
base. So
I would like to hear that. It looks huge.
here's the Gene, by the way. I'm thinking about him. Gene Della Sala. He's the guy that started all this shit. Come on.
Gene, I know you're back from.
He's
back
the
now,
godfather.
Gene.
God bless you, Gene. We love you, man. My heart hurts for you.
Iced tea, bourbon, water.
If you guys had to compare BMW and Focal, equal price points, Focal, hands down. All day long. All day long. All day long.
BMW, little boomy.
Ah,
Some
not a bad speaker. Very pricey.
not bad. Yeah.
Great speaker. But
I'm not a huge fan of the design, personally.
yeah, well, it's either love it or hate it. I mean, listen, really, it just depends on your personal taste. It's all subjective, dude. For us to say, oh, you got to buy this speaker, we just say, hey, we listen to it, we love it. You may not love it like we do. You know, it really
dude.
is subjective. I'm not gonna-
Tech enthusiasm. Maybe we chat later,
Very
but
cool.
maybe that's where Shane sends the MadVR next.
Yeah, Tech Enthusiasm, solid channel.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Like, you know, like my boy, Youth Man, nicest guy on the planet, says, we all love this shit. Why don't we just get along? I mean, I agree 100%. You know,
Why can't we all get along? Like, what's his name? Reginald Denny?
Rodney King.
Let's
Reginald
think
Denny.
about that guy.
He doesn't care about getting along.
Wait, who's Reginald Denny?
Nah, Rodney, you got to be old enough to know that. And Zach's like, who?
I was thinking like Kenny Chesney.
They're country singers. You look it up.
But guys, we're coming up on an hour and a half. We're gonna cut this one short today instead of our
Correct,
usual
yeah.
3 hours.
How the fuck can you not have more theaters for us to roast? Like,
I was trying to keep it within,
no, you
manageable
weren't.
time frame this
No,
time.
you weren't. 'Cause nobody
I
watches
think we
your
need to
channel.
prepare a little better before
I'm going to
these.
try to reach out and get some theaters to roast. Jesus Christ, dude, really?
videos. Send
Yeah,
them
you had
some
one-
videos.
No, we don't need a video. How about pictures? Pictures.
Pictures are boring. Okay.
You don't have no theaters to roast. You're serious. You got nothing.
I have photos.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more
Yeah,
photos.
come on, Shane.
We did one tonight. Let's
Okay.
do one of
All right,
photos.
hold on.
Come on.
All right, one more photo, guys.
Come on.
From now on,
Come
I'm
here.
sending you
You're
your
trying
photos.
to build a thing here, and you're like the point guy, and you're falling down.
I'm trying to keep it on
Those are rookie
a
numbers.
track here.
Cut that up.
Arendelle.
Guys,
Arendelle
Yes.
Here we go.
Great. Oh, the Mandalorian. Best with headphones. What?
Okay, so what do we got?
All right, he's already best with headphones.
Best with headphones. I don't know what that means.
It means your wife.
Hey,
fucking-
First off,
Strap on.
you're sending me a photo, fucking horizontal or fucking vertical. I don't even know I should be looking at this. Don't send vertical photos. Stop taking vertical videos too, because it's horrible. You're getting knocked for that right now. Here we go. This looks good. This looks good. All right.
That's cool.
Yeah, very nice. You're polite, you are, Don. That's
No, I used to
Look
have
at those
vertical ones when I
acoustics
was
on
in
the
college,
ceiling,
too.
man.
And an air conditioner. What the fuck's up with all these on-wall air conditioners?
Yeah, it's been a running theme here. First of all, your room is. I get it. It's not a home theater. I did say send your home theater,
No,
not
it's
your
okay.
family room.
Family room. What are those
We can let the other three guys be polite, but I said send me your home theater. It's clearly not a home theater. It's your living room, masquerading as a home theater because it's
At
white.
least he paid attention to acoustics. I mean, clearly
I had the vertical
ceiling,
blinds and those lights in the 80s.
the ceiling has panels, so we're good. I mean, that's
What, 3?
You're cutting your
you doing with
reflections
that?
down to a minimum, so that's good.
What are you doing with that?
over the main listing position. I get it. Yeah, tried for sure.
Pocket doors behind it? Is that a room divider?
Which one? This here? I don't know what that
Behind
is.
the couch. It looks like pocket doors. Like you could slide all that to the back. Totally. Can.
Yeah. And number two, this looks like the most uncomfortable couch I've ever seen so far in these
Yeah, it
theater
looks like-
listings.
Looks like one of
Nobody's
those
watching a
start the
full
Like
whale
your
on. I have to
chiropractor's going
leave
to come in
halfway
and crack
through.
your back on that shit.
I think he might double this room. He might be a therapist because this isn't one of these therapy couches.
Was that a computer being worked on to the right?
He's got Funko Pops. I do see that.
Oh, Funko Pop. Oh,
Funko
boy.
Pops. Okay, so
What's the thing hanging down in front of the windows?
that looks like a lamp.
Balance, dude. For
Let's
the
zoom in on that.
vertical blinds from 1980.
Yeah, it's a lamp or a cowbell. That's a lamp.
More cowbell.
So like where a dining room table would go?
Like, no wonder you don't watch any movies in that. How about getting something to set your center channel on a little higher?
Oh, he's got a short throw.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there
Okay.
goes.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Not get a
500
very short
looking
throw.
Yes, that is a 500.
little snorkel.
This looks really close. Looks like the center channel is your footrest, quite possibly.
The Ottoman. What are those speakers?
I don't know what those are. I don't know. He didn't say. He didn't write anything. Well, next picture. Here we go.
Look, take your grills
tell.
off. Are those? What are
Can't
those?
tell. They look nice. Yeah, they
Look
look,
like nice speakers.
yeah,
Are
they're
those
very
the
nice.
speakers that were made in China for years, and they came out with their own? What was that brand? And they're all beautiful speakers, but
Don't know. What's an IKEA lamp? I do know that.
They kind of look like what's that? Atlantic Technologies.
Aerial
But
acoustics.
the finishes are not.
no, Atlantic. That's not.
The
Atlantic.
finishes are not Atlantic, but
It's
the
like
shape
Atlantic Technology banks Sonus Faber and had a speaker.
probably wouldn't be a bad speaker.
I've had a couple of Atlantic Technology home theaters.
They're all right.
Yeah, I dig them. I had a
They were
350
the bomb
system.
back in 1999.
Yeah, I had the 270, 350, and the 450.
Yeah.
For you guys in the home theater, you guys know what I'm talking
I
about.
know those. I know all
Yeah.
those.
THX
THX Select.
and Ultra. I don't know what that is. You can't see the logo, but pretty though.
They're beautiful.
That is an Epson. Yeah, that's an Epson. He's got an NAD. That looks like an NAD.
Nah.
No, it's not. Is that a Cambridge Blu-ray player?
Is this a European person?
Must be because it looks a little smallish.
It looks
Small.
very European.
Oh, he's got a Rendell sub.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. All right, nice,
They're good subs.
nice sub. I mean, this rack looks a little,
God, the
Samsung?
short throws, man, are such a problem. That's
Yeah.
why I don't like them. I know you guys sell a ton of them. We never saw them. Can't post center channel.
This one needs a lot of distance though. They like this guy.
Yeah, that's one of the ones with the periscope on it.
Yeah.
Those aren't calves.
I remember I have a video on the channel where I went to their unveiling in New York City and they were showing it off and I was like walking in front of that and the screen. I was like, dude, is this supposed to be this far away from the screen? They're like, he goes, yes, it's a little bit far. I was like, it's not fucking
Is that a cylinder sub by the couch?
Where?
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So
Man, the torpedoes.
yeah. Maybe get a better projector next time. He's got an Oppo.
Oh, there
Sam's
you go.
Club AV rack.
Yeah, it's where he puts his when he's done doing his laundry, he folds his jeans and puts it on the rack. I was going to Slimline Marantz,
Ants, slimline. Wow.
little 17
Like
10 or
18
something like
watts a
that.
channel right there, baby.
Those giant speakers. I love those little Marantz slimline units for your average consumer. They're really shallow and small
Average
for like
better
a living room 5.1.
Better than Sonos.
I had one of these and I sold it to Johnny Sandoval, and by the time I reached his house, I guess it broke.
Where the hell Johnny put it at in his bathroom?
Yeah, he's gonna be no. He put it in his garage, but then I got delivered, and I guess one of the channels didn't work.
Johnny's good people, man.
Yeah, he's good. He just got a rack mount for his Kaleidescape.
He did?
Yes, indeed. Oh, I told you it was Cambridge. Yeah,
Cambridge Audio.
Cambridge. What is? Is a 2-channel? Yeah, it looks like a 2-channel deal.
Weren't they the original direct-to-consumer company?
Cambridge Audio. I've got a whole.
They made
Cambridge...
like little speakers for your bedroom and shit.
Well, they still make little speakers, yeah. But I got their mono blocks in there, and their preamp.
Nice.
Pricey, super nice.
Is it?
I think it's like
Cambridge Audio is pricey.
It's like 50. Well, I mean, the mono blocks are $5,000 a piece, and then the preamp is $4,000. So.
Wow.
I mean, it's expensive.
Where the fuck you got that?
They gave it to me.
No, where do you have it? In a box?
It's in my living room.
You're like an audio video hoarder.
Oh, yeah, I got all kinds of shit here.
My precious. I might need this one day. That's a good sub.
The Arendo, very nice sub. I was never able to integrate these subs in my theater like properly to get a good sound out of it for some reason. It was not one of my favorite subs, but I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I just wasn't able to get to it sound good.
But you were chastising a guy a couple weeks ago because he didn't have these versus the monoprice subs.
Well, these look pretty. Come on, these look the part.
Do you like it or do you not like it?
I liked it.
Don't be chastising somebody and then 2 weeks later.
No, I liked it. I didn't love it because for the size, I was expecting a lot more. Because those are not small subs; they're massive subs.
15s,
dual 13s, I think.
13s.
Yeah, and they're fucking and they're heavy as shit too. They're super big.
Everything's heavy to you, dude. You're 167-pound Asian guy.
They're like 127 pounds or something like that.
Really?
So they're in light.
Look, Dan designed those. I'm sure they're badass. You just couldn't figure it out.
HDF, very dense. It's very nice. I mean, they come in satin black and they come in the gloss. Clearly, you went all gloss in your living room. I would have went with the satin myself, especially if you got an ultra short throw, because that's gonna bounce right off your subwoofers or your subwoofer. So I would have went with the satin. I like the choice of subwoofer, but I got a poo-poo on your finish though, so whatever. But I get it. You're keeping it glossy.
Stay glossy, y'all.
That is a dolly. Is that a dolly?
Oops. No, that's a SPS angled.
No, it says dolly.
Is it a dolly?
It's a dolly. Sure? Yeah.
Oh, it is a dolly.
Yeah,
maybe the fronts are dollies. Well, good for him. Dollies make great speakers.
They're great speakers. I'll take them.
They're amazing.
Not too many people carry them in the U.S. at least.
Well, in Europe, they're B&W and Dolly are the big players in Europe. Dolly needs to do more marketing in America. I'm working on them with that. Yeah, they make great speakers, fantastic speakers.
They give you the double tweeter, the ribbon and
the ribbon and the dome is the sauce, dude. I have a pair of their flagship series, Epicons, and dude, if there's a better sounding speaker, I've never heard it.
Yeah, dude, so crispy.
So amazing,
crisp. Yeah.
We
Not
agree.
enough love, though. Not enough love.
Dude, that couch is just definitely. It looks cool, but damn.
No, dude, nobody's seen in that fucking room.
It's like a porno. That's like a porno movie couch where you get the angles and shit.
Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching movies in there and enjoying it.
Ben and Lisa Ann over that fucking
bumper. A little bumper rail.
Rolling it out, dude.
You're gonna sit down and you're gonna automatically just roll back into that doorway and just gonna fall through the door.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be getting ready to go get a massage when I step in there.
Like you're.
Where's the baby oil at?
Pop you. Seriously.
You go there for your happy
ending.
The
room's cool. It's just not that chic that you need that couch. Like get something you can chill on.
Yeah. Well, it's a therapist, so.
Designer Don.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you got all this high class stuff in there. It looks trying to be cheeky-ish.
I like the props, man.
And then you get the Funkos in there, so it's
Funkos, man. I got a ton of there.
He probably brings his dates over there. Listen, I got like this sparse room. It looks like I got a little bit of money. I got this little designer couch.
Check out my. Oh, he's
my
got the Batman though. I've got that. The
I
little
got the
Batman Funko.
I got the big screen, expensive looking speakers, but then you bring your date in there, then they look over. And then I got the little toys over here, so it's like I look like I'm rich, but then I also look like I'm playful at the same time. Oh,
Hard pass on those.
okay. Well, it looks well. There's doors on there, so he's hiding it somewhere.
You kept your Apple TV box as a display. Yeah, bitch, I'm rocking the Apple TV.
I got one too. It's mine.
We out, bitches. Come on, man.
Okay, here we go. What's he got going on here? At least kept it neat. It looks neat.
That's neat.
Oh, I mean, it's better than it's as neat as it could be.
My OCD screaming.
He tried to put everything together.
He's like, you know what? I'm proud of that. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Look out, bitches. Check this out. Yeah, at least he ain't got potato chips laying around.
I mean, after seeing the racks
of water
showed up.
All right, so you got no dust bunnies.
I want some more theaters, man. Come on.
This is
You got more, dude. Come on. One more.
We had some in the comments.
One more.
Say that they were sent.
Is he here in the chat?
No, there was a couple that said sent my theater, roast mine. I sent it. Blah blah blah.
Come on. We need to help Shane get them.
Listen, I'm trying to keep this under 2 hours.
Audio and tech guy. Check your email, Shane. I emailed.
All right, yeah. Check your email, dude. Come on.
Let's see.
Grave
18 fucking followers, and that's all you got?
Let's see. What am I doing?
Grave danger. The man cave makeover thing is so close. Hang in there. We're
what the fuck did that guy do with his walls, dude? I watched that video. Did he get mad and hit him with a hammer? Like, was he trying to run wires or something?
Yeah, no, he was struggling trying to do it himself.
Oh my god, he just sent another picture. Did he? Let me check my messages.
He's got a shirt on at least this time.
Yeah, he did, fucking Elmo. Love him.
Are you guys sending me emails?
Like
The last of us.
I don't know where these guys are sending emails to because I'm not getting any of them.
Well, they probably don't. No, it's Spirit. Was it Spirit Change? What to your email?
Spirit Change reviews.
Fuck it, I'll say it.
Roast my theater. I mean, it's there. You guys, I don't know where you guys are sending these things to. But okay, listen, I'm wrapping up now. We're under 2 hours. We'll get to your theaters. We'll get to your theaters next week.
It's spiritchangereviews@gmail.com.
Yeah. Or Shane at spiritchangereviews.com. You got two choices. Or there's links in the community tab, guys.
Dude,
and by the way, go watch my MadVR video and watch my other videos as well.
Watch this and watch this and watch this.
Yeah, watch that. And go watch Zach's videos too.
Produce some content. Like, show us some theaters to roast.
Let's find out. Let's see what Zach's got coming up. Zach, what do you got coming up over on Dream Media YouTube channel?
We are wrapping up, maybe going a little overkill, but while I had them all in the house, just really cross-comparing all of these AVRs. I finally pulled out the 50 and set up the 40 just for people who bought the 40 from us to show them in detail how to configure it and all the different options available. Next up,
Ender, the man wants to send his theater.
There's links in the community tab. There's a post there.
AV10 amp 10 setup guide coming, and then we got Screen Innovations just sent in a screen, an ultra short throw screen, so I wanted to cross compare their technology next to Epson's more affordable option. I can already tell just bringing the box in, it's like quality.
Yeah,
quality.
Screen Innovations is a great company. They really are.
They've always been one of my favorites, and we brought on Stewart too, which they make amazing screens, but haven't really put a spotlight on Screen Innovations in a while, and pretty happy to get that into the house. And then the Man Cave Makeover thing is going to be wrapping up. Hopefully next month we'll be putting that series out. So that's about it for right now.
That's it? You got a ton of shit going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Johnny boy, what are you working on?
Me? Well, you know what I'm working on. So.
Bourbon, your fifth glass of bourbon.
What were you drinking? Modelo?
I'm drinking apple juice as usual.
You are not drinking apple
What's
juice.
apple juice?
You are not drinking apple juice. Kellen, I'm so glad you burned the midnight oil.
Oh, yeah.
Up with us.
It's only an hour behind. It's early over there. It's an hour. It's like 10:30 over there.
We were off
It's
camera
up,
talking
so,
at 4:30 in the morning last time.
This time is reasonable. Yeah, that last time. Woo.
You're 3 hours behind us, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking
8
about?
o'clock there. I don't hear no shit from you, Zach.
But all right, guys, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you in the next one. If you guys want to subscribe to Zach's channel and Kellen's channel, that's Dream Media over on YouTube. Of course, subscribe to mine, but you are because you're here right now. And then Don, you can catch Don over on Audioholics.
Yep.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Next time, keep listening.
Appreciate everybody. Thanks for your